Hello, it's Nneka here again. As always, old and new subscribers are welcome. If you're coming across this video and you have not subscribed, please do well to subscribe. Also like, comment and share. All right, I would really appreciate your comment in this video. I feel very excited in my soul, right? Because I have a good news, but that's not for this video. I'm going to share that later on. But for this video, I have something to say, or I don't know, I'm at a crossroads here with a friend. So I decided to, bring it out here, share, so that you guys can tell me what you think. And I don't know, maybe I'll have the closure I am looking for. So here goes my story. I have this friend. We've been friends for like over a decade now. Yeah, since 2010. That's 13 years, right? Yeah. So we've been very close friends. Like back in school, people thought we were even related. Like they thought we were siblings. Like anywhere you see me, you see her. They always ask, if they don't see us together, they always ask the other person, where is the other person, right? For the purpose of clarity in this video, I'm going to call this friend let me say Chioma. All right, that's not her name, but let's just say Chioma. So now Chioma and I were friends back way back from our year 1 in school. We were not in the same department, but we did a lot of bird courses together. Don't mind my hand, please. It's always there. We did a lot of bird courses together. So from there, the friendship grew. Like I said, we were practically sisters. Now, fast forward to, we graduated, we were still talking, we were always on the phone with each other. We were in our lives, basically. But where I have a problem, okay, let me say 2021, I started having this feeling. Then I just had my first child. For some reason, I don't know why, maybe instinct or guts, I don't know. But for some reason, I started feeling, when we talk, I started feeling like maybe something was wrong, maybe that's something important that she's not telling me. I get it that we as individuals, we're entitled to our opinions, right? But for someone who is constantly asking you about a particular thing, and you have considered this person a friend, I mean, like we go way back, 2010. I mean, anyways, if not for anything, even if you don't tell me like the whole gist in details, just give me an insight into what the problem is, right? So far back as 2021, when we talk, she's this kind of individual, right? That she loves love. You know, people that when they are in love, when they're in a relationship and they're in love, they glow, the way they talk, they laugh, it's showing. Some people are like that. So this is how my friend is. Right? She's married. So anytime we talk, you could hear the excitement, that's, I don't know what to call it, but it was there. So fast forward to 2021, when I had my son, she always calls, checks up on me and all that. But that spark, I'm feeling very hot, so don't have light, NEPA. That spark was no longer there in her voice, okay? I remember clearly me talking to my mom, because my mom was there. My mom came for Omogon. I just had my baby. So I remember clearly talking to my mom. I was like, I don't know, but for some reason I feel something is wrong. I've not spoken with her at this point, like spoken to her about it. No, we're just regular. How is the family, right? So I told my mom that something, because my mom knows her. Practically every member of my family knows her. Most of them have not seen her, but they know her. The only thing that is remaining is just to put a face to the name. That's all. So I told my mom, said, Chioma, I don't know, for some reason I'm feeling that there is something wrong with her marriage. Yes, I said specifically marriage because, like I said earlier, she loves love and she expresses it, right? So I told my mom said, we're like, no, God forbid, nothing will happen. I said, yeah, I pray so too, but, and she also promised me that she was going to come see my baby. So I'm like, okay, fine. When she comes, we'll deal with all of that together. So going forward, 2021, she didn't come. I think later in 2021, because I had my baby in April. So I think later in 2021, I reached out to her. I always ask her, how are you? How is the family? How is hobby? She always say, fine. And funny enough, that fine she keeps telling me was what kept triggering me, that thought in me that something was wrong, right? Because she never answers me fine to the question, how is hobby? It's always, he's here with me, or that man self, we'll gist and we'll laugh, or she say, he's fine, he went out, But at a point, it now became just, okay, how is he? Okay, how is he? Fine, something like that. So it made that feeling in me grow stronger that something was actually really very wrong. But since she was not saying anything, I didn't want to ask her because I don't know how it would sound. I didn't want to ask her, so I just let it be. 2022, the whole of 2022, I told myself that I wasn't going to talk to her about it. Like, we'll just go on to being friends. I'll just, if I have anything to discuss with her, we'll just go on and leave that one aside. The whole of 2021, I did not. But this year, 2023, I think she traveled also, whatever. But while we're talking, I think it was the first or second time we spoke this year, I had that courage. I said, let me just go straight to the point and ask her. I asked her again, how are you? How is hobby? She said, Udo. And if you're Igbo, Udo means fine. And I'm like, what do you mean, Udo? I don't know. So I now told her, I said, for some reason, I feel there is something you are not telling me. And she said, yeah. Her reply was, yeah, okay. And excuse me, and logged off, like went offline. This was on WhatsApp and went offline. That response, I don't know, that response, let's say it triggered me or something. So I picked up my phone. I've always had her husband's phone number. So at that point, I just picked it up because he knows me very well. He knows we are so close. So I just picked the phone up and dialed his number. So when I did dial his number, he did not pick up. I left it. After a while, he called. So when I saw the call, I wanted to just, I wanted to pretend to be somebody else because I don't know if he still had my number. I wanted to pretend I was someone else and just ask him, how are you? How is your wife? I just needed to hear from him too that she's fine and I'll be good because I was actually concerned. So I called. He called me back rather. So he called, I picked, and at a point I was like, why lie about it? I mean, you have good intentions. Just tell him whom you are. It's either he answers you or not. And whatever he tells you or whatever happens in this call today will be the end of it. It will determine what you will do next. I mean, to basically be the end of me caring about this particular issue. So I went on to ask. So I went on to just tell him who I am. Yeah, hello, this is, is this so-and-so person? So I'll be sure. He said, yes. I'm like, how are you? He said, he's fine. So he's like, sorry, I don't know whom he's speaking with. I said, I mentioned my name and I said it is Blessing because they know me there as Blessing. I said, it's Blessing. He said, which Blessing? Blessing Port Harcourt, because like I said, he knows me well. I said, yes. He shouted, partner in crime. That is what he calls me, partner in crime. So he said, partner in crime. And I'm like, hey, you've not been asking of me. I am telling him now, I'm like, you've not been asking of me, After back and forth with the chit chat, I now said, how are you? That I've been asking your wife about you. You've not been asking about me. So today I decided to call you. So he now said, I've been asking who about him. I said, your wife, my friend, of course. He said, and what did she tell you? That was when I knew that something is brewing, like my mind is about to be blown. So I said, no, that she didn't tell me anything, and that is why I'm calling you, because I don't know, I feel something is wrong. I have this strong feeling. Mind you, we are far away. She's in Imo State, I'm in River State, right? And we've not seen for like, I think since we graduated. Okay, no, we've not seen since, the last time we saw was in 2019. Yeah, that was the last time. So she couldn't come for my wedding because I don't know. Anyways, he said, so what did she say? I'm like, she didn't tell me anything, and that is why I am asking you. That is why I am calling you. Man, I got the shock of my life. First of all, he told me that they've been divorced since 2020. 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. I mean, I don't care about the whole, not like I don't care, I care, she's my friend, right? But I'm not really concerned about the whole issue. That's, people have their personal issues. It's marriage. I don't know, it happens, right? But my major concern and the reason for this video is why she would keep it from me. Given the fact that I always like mention him and say, how is your husband? You know, so it got me thinking, what exactly was the motive for this? Was she always or was the plan to always answer me, he's fine, he's fine? I mean, for how long? To what extent, right? I was really shocked, and that news really made me feel a certain type of way. I began to ask myself, I mean, this friendship, maybe I'm the only one in it because I don't understand. Up until from 2020 till 2023, I still ask you and you still say he's fine. It's, I don't know. So I think the major reason for me here is I don't know if I am overreacting. That is why I'm even bringing it to this platform in the first place. I don't know if I'm overreacting, but I want to know if I am. Do you think, since then I've not spoken with her, I've not called her, I've not even asked her, because at this point, the whole marriage thing is, it's done and dusted. It's gone. Like, they've both even moved on. The man even said he has remarried. He has a child, a 1-year-old child, and another on the way, right? So this made me feel a certain type of way. I didn't even want to bother. I've not even called her. Since I heard this news, I've not called her. We've not spoken on WhatsApp again. I don't really know at this point how I feel about the friendship anymore. Sometimes I feel like I'm overreacting and I should reach out to her. Sometimes I feel I should just, mind my business and know that she's not my friend, because who goes through something like this alone without informing or without telling their friend or without discussing it with them? Do you understand? If not for anything, I could have provided support, moral support, mental support, something. But then, I don't know. I guess it is what it is. So what do you think? Please leave a comment for me in the comment section. What do you think? Am I overreacting? Or are my feelings valid? Do you think I should reach out to her and just know what's up, or maybe tell her how I feel? Or do you think I should just, call it a friendship done and dusted and just move on? Whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comment section, okay? Meanwhile, I am feeling my hair. You see how beautiful I look. If you're in Port Harcourt, men, I can hook you up with my stylist, all right? She does home services too, and that's the best part of the whole thing. Anyways, please leave me a comment. Be sure to like this video. Subscribe if you have not. Share this video, and until next time.